Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we'll learn how to prospect and find decision makers at hospitals and healthcare organizations. Now if you have ever tried selling softwares, medical devices or any other products or services to hospitals or clinics, you understand that there is a difference in terms of the decision making and the overall structure in comparison to corporates. So in this video we'll cover exactly that. There are three key differences when we are approaching or finding decision makers in hospitals or clinics. One is that hospitals have different chain of command. There is one part that's the admin where we have the CEO, CFO, COO, and then there is a medical leadership where we have the chief medical officers and the HODs. Now, the second difference is that the decision making that happens is a committee driven decision making wherein major purchase is often require approval. Right? And the third being is when you talk about smaller clinics, then over there is a flat structure wherein the doctor themselves are the founders or the owners of those clinics. Now, the first thing that we see over here is we prepare a keyword matrix like what is there over here, and we use Sales Navigator to search for these people. So let's take Chief Medical Officer as one of those designations that we want to prospect for. So I'll put that in. I'll put in the geography as India. And I'll even put in the industry as hospitals and healthcare to get a much better result. So this result that I'm getting over here gives me a complete list of chief medical officers that are there in India and are working at some hospitals or other healthcare organizations. What I can do is that I can then use Phantom Buster to scrape this data. So the data would look something like this, wherein we have the company names, that's the hospital names, the details of those specific POCs that we want to target. And obviously we can use other tools like Lusha, SignalHire, EasyLeadz, Snob and all to get their email IDs and the contact numbers as well. Second way is to use Google, wherein we can search for clinics in Mumbai. Say there's just an example. Now the reason why we go use Google is because there is these small clinics in cities which might be a target audience rather than just approaching the bigger hospital chains. And we can use Phantom Buster's Google Maps search export to export this data, wherein what all things we get are the company name, their reviews, their address, their phone numbers, and their emails as well. So this is all the data that you can get scraped using Phantom Buster from Google Maps data. You can obviously try different variations also over here. You can try for different cities and you can use different keywords as well. Second is by simply typing in on Google this particular thing called as list of empanelled hospitals in India. Now this keyword or rather this search helps. Why? Because there are a lot of directories that publish their empanelled hospitals. Majority of this would include the government, the insurance companies, where I'll just show you one example wherein we had this list of empanelled hospitals where we have the name of those relevant POCs along with their contact details mentioned. Now this becomes a manual source of data for us to find and review. You can also use other directories like Practo or Just Dial for finding hospitals, clinics, or doctors in your specific regions that you are targeting. So this is how we can prospect hospitals and we can ensure that we are able to get a good data set created out of these multiple sources. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like, subscribe for more such content, more such prospecting strategies. And if you're looking for any other particular use cases, then please do put it in the comment. Thank you so much for watching this video.